Hi, Dr. Adele here, and one of the questions that I most commonly get asked is, what is your favorite animal on the reef? And I'm going to be a bit of a tragic here, and I'm going to have to say it's the sponge. And the sponge is my favorite animal for three reasons. One, it is the oldest living animal that we still have on the planet. It was actually the first multicellular animal, and it formed about 800 million years ago. And in fact, they formed the first reefs that we ever had on the planet. Since then, corals have taken over, and now they co-compete with sponges for space on the reef, but sponges are holding their own, and they hold their own for really important ecosystem functions, okay? And those are my next two favorite reasons why I love sponges. And the first is that sponges are filter feeders. So they process water and they remove particles. And the first thing they do is every day they process enough water on the reef that all the water coming across the Great Barrier Reef gets filtered. That's right, you heard me right. Every part of water that crosses the Great Barrier Reef gets filtered by sponges on a daily basis. And when they do that, they remove 99% of the bacteria from the water that they filter. So the water comes into the reef dirty and it leaves it crystal clean. So sponges are great ecosystem engineers, and that they are filterers. Now you would like to think, how can I use a sponge at my house to keep things clean, to keep my water clean? Well, to give you a sense of how much water a single sponge processes on a daily basis, if you wanted to keep your swimming pool clean with sponges, you would put them on the bottom, a sponge here, a sponge there, like how we find them in nature, but your swimming pool would need to be 15 meters deep for them to process it every day. So it's really the quantity of water that they process and their ability to remove all the particles from the water that they process kind of makes them the best biofilter in the world, but not really useful for a home pet. So the three reasons I love sponges are: they're the oldest animal that we still have living on the planet, they're great biofilters, and they keep the Great Barrier Reef clean.